Have you ever wondered why loneliness feels so heavy, so unshakable, even when you're surrounded by others? Could it be that this aching solitude carries a deeper message, one that's intricately tied to your spiritual journey? Emanuel Swedenborg, the renowned spiritual thinker, suggested that our moments of feeling alone are not meaningless, but are pivotal opportunities for growth and connection. In this video, we will explore why loneliness is more than just a fleeting emotion. It's a doorway to understanding your soul's purpose and your relationship with the divine. Stay with us as we uncover the hidden truths behind your solitude and how it might be guiding you towards something greater than you've ever imagined. The hidden meaning behind loneliness. Loneliness often feels like an uninvited guest, arriving in moments when we least expect it. But what if this sensation carries a message far beyond discomfort? Swedenborg believed that loneliness could reflect a disconnect between the human soul and its divine source, an invitation to turn inward and rediscover that connection. This hidden meaning often begins with a longing. You might feel as though something essential is missing in your life, a sense of belonging, purpose, or connection. This emptiness is not a flaw, but a signal, urging you to seek what lies beneath the surface of your emotions. Loneliness can also highlight the gap between your inner truth and the external world. It might arise when your surroundings or relationships don't align with your values or spiritual path. This dissonance, though painful, often pushes you to reevaluate and realign your life with what truly matters. In many cases, loneliness serves as a mirror. It reflects the areas in your life where you've been neglecting your own needs or suppressing your authentic self. This realization can be transformative, inspiring you to honor your feelings and embrace who you are. This emotion also has a way of sharpening your awareness. When you feel alone, you may start to notice the deeper layers of your thoughts and emotions. This heightened awareness often leads to profound insights about yourself and your journey. In times of solitude, you might also discover untapped strengths. Facing loneliness head-on requires courage and resilience, qualities that often lie dormant until they are needed. These moments of self-discovery remind you of your inner power. Loneliness invites you to reconnect with your spiritual essence. It encourages you to ask questions about your purpose, your relationship with the divine, and the meaning behind your experiences. These questions often lead to a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. Recognizing the hidden meaning behind loneliness transforms it from a burden into a tool for growth. By embracing this perspective, you begin to see your solitude not as a punishment, but as a profound opportunity to reconnect with your truest self. Loneliness carries a hidden message meant to guide us. Comment the word awakening if loneliness has ever brought clarity or insight to your life. Your reflection might inspire someone to find meaning in their solitude. How isolation reflects a deeper journey. Isolation can feel like a weight pulling you away from the world, but it often signals the beginning of a deeper, inward journey. While it's natural to seek external connections for comfort, true healing begins when you explore the spiritual significance of your solitude. This journey often starts with self-reflection. When you're alone, you have the space to examine your thoughts, feelings, and desires without outside distractions. This clarity allows you to better understand who you are and what you truly need. Isolation can also be a protective space. It removes the noise and expectations of the external world, giving you the freedom to focus on your own growth. This quiet period often becomes a fertile ground for transformation and renewal. During times of isolation, you may feel a stronger pull toward spiritual practices, whether it's meditation, prayer, or journaling. These activities help you connect with your inner self and the divine. They remind you that even in solitude, you are never truly alone. This inward journey often uncovers hidden truths. You may begin to see patterns in your life that were previously invisible or confront fears and insecurities you've avoided. These moments of revelation are challenging but essential for growth. Isolation can also bring a sense of clarity about your relationships. It helps you distinguish between connections that uplift you and those that drain your energy. This awareness empowers you to build relationships that align with your values and support your well-being. During this journey, you might find that your sense of identity shifts. You begin to see yourself not as defined by external roles or relationships, but as a soul on a unique spiritual path. This shift often brings a sense of peace and empowerment. The deeper journey of isolation is not about escaping the world, but about preparing to re-enter it with greater strength and authenticity. It's a time to reconnect with your purpose, recharge your spirit, and emerge with a renewed sense of clarity and direction. Isolation leads us inward to uncover profound truths. Comment the word growth if isolation has ever helped you evolve or better understand yourself. Your insight could guide someone navigating their own journey. The spiritual lessons within solitude. Solitude is often viewed as a negative experience, but it holds profound spiritual lessons for those who are willing to embrace it. Swedenborg suggested that these moments of stillness are opportunities for the soul to recalibrate, aligning more closely with divine love and wisdom. One of the first lessons solitude teaches is self-reliance. When you're alone, you learn to trust your own judgment and intuition. This sense of independence strengthens your connection to your inner truth, helping you navigate life with greater confidence. Solitude also fosters a sense of gratitude. When you step away from the distractions of daily life, you begin to appreciate the small but meaningful aspects of your existence. This gratitude often brings a sense of peace and fulfillment. This time alone can also help you release old patterns. Without the influence of others, you have the freedom to reflect on behaviors or beliefs that no longer serve you. Letting go of these patterns creates space for new growth and possibilities. Another lesson is the importance of presence. Solitude encourages you to live in the moment, fully experiencing your thoughts and emotions without distraction. This presence deepens your understanding of yourself and your connection to the divine. During periods of solitude, you may also gain a greater appreciation for connection. Absence often makes the heart grow fonder, reminding you of the value of meaningful relationships. This insight inspires you to nurture and cherish the connections that matter most. Solitude can also awaken creativity. Without external pressures, your mind is free to explore new ideas, passions, or projects. This creative energy often becomes a powerful outlet for self-expression and healing. The lessons of solitude extend far beyond the time you spend alone. They equip you with the tools to live more intentionally, to find meaning in stillness, and to embrace the fullness of your spiritual journey. By seeing solitude as a teacher rather than a burden, you unlock its transformative power. Solitude shapes us in ways that foster transformation. Comment the word wisdom if solitude has taught you something meaningful about life. Emanuel Swedenborg's insights on feeling alone. Emanuel Swedenborg viewed loneliness not as a void but as a necessary stage in spiritual development. He believed that feeling alone often signifies a time when the soul is being prepared for greater understanding and connection. This perspective offers a new way to see loneliness, not as a punishment, but as a sacred invitation. Swedenborg taught that periods of isolation often occur when the divine is allowing us to confront our own thoughts and emotions. These moments of solitude strip away external distractions, encouraging us to look inward and examine the state of our hearts and minds. Feeling alone can also be a sign that you are undergoing spiritual refinement. Swedenborg suggested that the divine uses these times to help us release attachments to things that no longer serve us, whether they be relationships, habits, or beliefs. This cleansing process, though painful, clears the way for deeper spiritual growth. Another insight Swedenborg offered is the idea that loneliness often comes when we are being guided toward a higher purpose. This sense of disconnection can be a way of redirecting us, encouraging us to seek meaning and alignment with our soul's true calling. In his writings, Swedenborg emphasized the importance of recognizing divine presence even in moments of solitude. While it may feel as though you are alone, these periods are often when the divine is closest, offering subtle guidance and support. This realization can bring comfort and a renewed sense of faith. Swedenborg also spoke about the role of loneliness in fostering humility. When we feel isolated, we are reminded of our dependence on something greater than ourselves. This awareness helps us surrender control and trust in the divine plan, strengthening our spiritual connection. These periods of feeling alone can also deepen your empathy for others. Experiencing loneliness firsthand allows you to better understand and support those who are going through similar struggles. This shared humanity becomes a powerful force for building meaningful connections. Swedenborg highlighted that loneliness is temporary. While it may feel endless in the moment, it is often a transitional phase, preparing you for a new chapter filled with purpose and connection. Understanding this impermanence can help you navigate these periods with hope and patience. By exploring Swedenborg's insights, you can begin to see your loneliness in a new light. It is not an empty space, but a sacred pause, filled with potential for growth, healing, and spiritual awakening. The role of inner transformation in loneliness. Loneliness often serves as a catalyst for inner transformation. While the experience may feel isolating, it creates a space where profound changes can take root. This process, though uncomfortable, is a vital part of spiritual evolution and self-discovery. Inner transformation begins with self-awareness. When you feel alone, you are more likely to notice thoughts, patterns, or behaviors that might otherwise go unnoticed. This heightened awareness is the foundation for meaningful change, helping you identify what needs to shift in your life. Loneliness can also spark a desire for authenticity. Without the pressure to conform to others' expectations, you have the freedom to explore who you truly are. This exploration often reveals your deepest values, passions, and truths, guiding you toward a more aligned and purposeful life. These periods often invite you to confront unresolved emotions, whether it's grief, anger, or fear. Loneliness provides the quiet needed to process and release these feelings. This emotional clearing is essential for moving forward with clarity and peace. Transformation during loneliness is not just emotional, it's also spiritual. These moments encourage you to reconnect with the divine, seeking guidance and support in ways that deepen your faith. This spiritual grounding becomes a source of strength and resilience. Loneliness also pushes you to take responsibility for your happiness. Instead of relying on external validation, you learn to cultivate inner peace and fulfillment. This self-reliance is a powerful tool, helping you navigate life with greater confidence and independence. Creativity often flourishes during these times. As you turn inward, you may discover new ways to express yourself or solve problems. This creative energy is not just a distraction, but a vital part of your transformation, helping you see life through fresh perspectives. Inner transformation during loneliness often leads to greater compassion. As you work through your own struggles, you gain a deeper understanding of others' pain and resilience. This empathy strengthens your connections and inspires you to contribute positively to the world. The role of inner transformation in loneliness is profound. It turns an experience of disconnection into a journey of self-discovery, growth, and renewal. By embracing this process, you unlock the potential within yourself to live a life that is authentic, meaningful, and deeply connected to the divine. Why connection with the divine feels distant? In moments of loneliness, the most unsettling aspect can be the sense of separation from the divine. You might feel as though your prayers go unanswered, your spiritual practices lack depth, or that a higher power is silent. Emanuel Swedenborg explained that this perceived distance is often an illusion, serving as a test to strengthen your faith and deepen your connection. This distance often arises during periods of spiritual transition. When you are growing or evolving, it can feel as though the divine has stepped back. However, this space is not abandonment, but an opportunity for you to rely on your own inner resources and develop a more mature spiritual relationship. Sometimes, the feeling of disconnection comes from unmet expectations. You may seek signs, answers, or interventions that align with your desires, only to be met with silence. This silence invites you to trust in divine timing and wisdom, even when you don't fully understand it. This sense of distance also pushes you to explore your spiritual practices more deeply. It may lead you to question your approach, refine your intentions, or experiment with new ways of connecting, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. These practices often reveal new dimensions of your relationship with the divine. Loneliness can also act as a mirror, reflecting areas where your faith might need strengthening. It shows you where doubts, fears, or distractions have created barriers to your connection. Addressing these barriers with honesty and compassion can help restore your sense of closeness to the divine. These moments often reveal the importance of gratitude. Even in times of perceived distance, recognizing the blessings in your life can shift your focus from lack to abundance. This practice not only uplifts your spirit, but also reopens the channels of connection with the divine. You might also notice that divine connection feels distant when you are overly focused on external validation. Releasing the need for approval from others and turning inward can help you reconnect with the divine presence that has been within you all along. The truth is, the divine is never truly distant. The feeling of separation is often a call to deepen your trust, patience, and faith. By embracing these moments of disconnection as opportunities for growth, you pave the way for an even stronger and more fulfilling spiritual connection. The emotional impact of spiritual disconnection. Feeling spiritually disconnected can create a wave of emotions that often amplify loneliness. This disconnection might manifest as sadness, frustration, or even hopelessness, leaving you questioning your purpose and place in the world. However, these emotions are not random. They are signals, pointing toward areas of growth and healing. One of the first emotions that may surface is grief. This grief isn't necessarily tied to a specific loss, but to the sense of separation from something greater than yourself. It's a reminder of your deep longing for connection, both with others and the divine. Frustration is another common response. When spiritual practices or beliefs don't provide the comfort they once did, it's natural to feel disheartened. However, this frustration can also be a catalyst, pushing you to explore new approaches to your spiritual life. This disconnection often brings feelings of inadequacy. You might question whether you're doing enough, whether you're worthy of divine love, or whether you've somehow failed in your spiritual journey. These thoughts, though painful, offer an opportunity to practice self-compassion and remind yourself of your inherent worth. Anxiety can also accompany spiritual disconnection. Without a sense of divine guidance, you might feel untethered, unsure of which direction to take. This uncertainty, however, is an invitation to trust in the process and find strength in your own intuition and resilience. The emotional impact of disconnection often highlights the need for balance. You might notice that you've been neglecting certain areas of your life, relationships, health, or creativity, that contribute to your overall well-being. Reconnecting with these aspects can bring a sense of wholeness and restore your spiritual harmony. These emotions also reveal the importance of vulnerability. Sharing your feelings of disconnection with trusted friends, mentors, or spiritual communities can provide comfort and perspective. Often, others have experienced similar struggles and can offer insights that resonate deeply. Processing these emotions requires patience. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and spiritual disconnection often serves as a slow but transformative journey. Each step you take, whether small or significant, brings you closer to rediscovering your connection with the divine. The emotional impact of spiritual disconnection, while challenging, is also a gift. It forces you to confront what truly matters, to seek deeper meaning, and to realign with your values and purpose. By facing these emotions with courage and grace, you emerge stronger, more self-aware, and more connected than ever. How loneliness guides you toward purpose. Loneliness, while difficult, often acts as a guide, redirecting you toward your true purpose. When you feel isolated or disconnected, it's a signal that something in your life needs realignment. Emanuel Swedenborg believed that these moments of solitude are invitations to reevaluate your path and discover the deeper calling within your soul. This guidance often begins with a sense of dissatisfaction. You may feel that your current circumstances no longer serve you, whether it's a job, relationship, or lifestyle. This dissatisfaction pushes you to ask important questions about what truly fulfills you. Loneliness also sharpens your focus. Without the distractions of constant social interaction, you have the space to reflect on what you want to create, contribute, or achieve. This clarity often reveals passions and talents that have been overlooked or ignored. These moments of solitude often illuminate what you've been avoiding. Whether it's unresolved fears, unmet desires, or hidden potential, loneliness brings these aspects of yourself to the surface, giving you the opportunity to confront and transform them. As you explore your purpose, you may notice that your priorities shift. The things that once seemed important, status, material success, or approval from others, may no longer hold the same weight. This shift often brings a sense of liberation, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Loneliness often reveals the importance of service. You may find that your purpose is not just about personal fulfillment, but about contributing to the well-being of others. Whether through acts of kindness, creative expression, or leadership, these contributions bring a sense of connection and meaning. The journey toward purpose also requires trust. You may not have all the answers right away, but trusting in the process allows you to take small, meaningful steps. Each step brings you closer to a life that feels aligned with your values and aspirations. As you embrace this guidance, you might notice a growing sense of peace. While loneliness initially feels isolating, it often leads to a deeper connection with yourself and the divine. This connection becomes the foundation for living a purposeful and authentic life. By viewing loneliness as a guide rather than an enemy, you unlock its transformative potential. It becomes not a period of loss, but a season of discovery, leading you to a life of greater fulfillment, alignment, and spiritual clarity. Loneliness often leads us toward our true purpose. Comment the word purpose if loneliness has ever helped you discover or redefine your calling. Your response could inspire others to embrace their path with courage and hope. Finding strength and faith in solitude. Solitude often feels like a test of endurance, but it also holds the potential to build incredible inner strength. Emanuel Swedenborg taught that these periods of aloneness, while challenging, are designed to deepen your faith and help you discover the strength you may not realize you possess. This strength begins with resilience. Being alone forces you to confront your fears and insecurities without the distractions of the outside world. Each time you face these emotions, you build the mental and emotional muscles needed to navigate life's challenges. In solitude, you also learn the art of self-trust. Without external validation, you begin to rely on your own instincts, values, and inner wisdom. This self-trust becomes a foundation for making decisions that align with your authentic self and spiritual path. Faith is another gift of solitude. When you feel disconnected or uncertain, the act of trusting in a higher power becomes a lifeline. This trust isn't blind. It's a conscious choice to believe that you are being guided, even when the way forward isn't clear. Solitude also strengthens your relationship with yourself. When you spend time alone, you develop a deeper understanding of your thoughts, emotions, and desires. This self-awareness fosters self-compassion, helping you navigate life with greater confidence and grace. During these moments, you might also discover the importance of surrender. Solitude teaches you that not everything is within your control, and that releasing your grip on outcomes can bring unexpected peace. This surrender is an act of faith, a recognition that the divine has a plan, even if you can't see it yet. Strength in solitude often emerges through small victories. Whether it's finding joy in your own company or overcoming a moment of doubt, these successes remind you of your resilience and capacity to thrive, even in challenging circumstances. Faith during solitude also connects you to the divine in a more personal way. Without the noise of external influences, you can experience the quiet whispers of guidance and love. This intimacy with the divine becomes a source of comfort and inspiration. By embracing solitude as an opportunity rather than a burden, you uncover a wellspring of strength and faith within yourself. These qualities not only help you endure periods of loneliness, but also prepare you to engage with the world in a more meaningful and empowered way. The power of reconnecting with others. While solitude has its spiritual benefits, reconnecting with others is an essential part of the journey. Emanuel Swedenborg believed that relationships are a divine gift, a way for us to experience love, understanding, and the interconnectedness of all life. Reconnection begins with vulnerability. Sharing your feelings of loneliness with trusted friends or loved ones can create a bridge of understanding and compassion. This openness not only lightens your burden, but also strengthens your bonds with those who care about you. In relationships, you may find mirrors of yourself. The people you interact with often reflect aspects of your personality, values, or struggles, offering opportunities for growth and self-awareness. These reflections help you better understand your own needs and patterns. Reconnecting with others also reminds you of the importance of community. Whether through friendships, family, or spiritual groups, being part of a supportive network helps you feel seen and valued. This sense of belonging is a powerful antidote to loneliness. Acts of service can also foster reconnection. When you extend kindness or support to others, you not only uplift them, but also strengthen your own sense of purpose. These acts remind you that even small gestures of love can create profound connections. Rebuilding relationships often requires patience and forgiveness. You may need to address past misunderstandings or conflicts to restore trust. These conversations, though difficult, often lead to deeper and more authentic connections. Reconnection isn't limited to close relationships. It can happen in everyday interactions. A smile, a kind word, or a meaningful conversation with a stranger can remind you of the humanity we all share. These moments of connection bring warmth and a sense of unity. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the deeper truths behind loneliness. What you've experienced isn't a flaw or a punishment. It's an invitation to grow, reflect, and reconnect with your purpose and the divine. Emanuel Swedenborg's teachings remind us that even in the darkest moments, we are being guided towards something greater. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel for more insights that inspire and uplift. Stay connected for our next video, where we'll dive even deeper into spiritual truths that can transform your life. Thank you for watching, and may your journey through loneliness lead you to peace, love, and a deeper understanding of your soul's purpose. See you next time.